What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Intel Mod Workshop, where I am standing next to a PC that is literally almost taller than me. In fact, I'm pretty sure I could wear this helmet, dude. This thing, Ron, this is ludicrous. Ludicrous. And don't worry, we're not building this one on the show. Number one, Ron wouldn't let me do that. he'd be like, no. This is Ron's specialty and stuff like that. But welcome to Mod Workshop, where we are celebrating Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is why you're seeing this right here. And we're going to be building a PC with the team over at NZXT. I am joined for the first part of the show by Ron Christensen, one of my best friends. Give me a hug, buddy. Oh.
How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. We actually haven't got to hang out as much as we typically have. We're both very, very busy. You're busy doing this and me looking like a weirdo. But point being is that this is incredible. So why don't we first tell everybody about you, because not everybody knows who you are. And then second, let's talk about this amazing system we have right here.
Sure. I'm Ron Lee Christensen from Blue Horse Studios. We specialize in customizing, making really cool PCs for the gaming and hardware industry.
Okay, that was way shorter than I thought it was. I thought you had like a 3-hour dissertation or something like that. But for those who don't know, Ron got his start way back in the day. Literally decided, like, you've done models and you've done a bunch of stuff like that, props, things like that. And then one day you just were inspired by the world of Alien. Wasn't it Alien, or was it?
It was actually, it was a little bit of Half-Life and Doom. So I was trying to upgrade my current PC. I didn't know anything about building PCs at the time. And I think I came across an article on the internet about people customizing their PCs, and the first PC that I saw was this Doom build by Crimson Sky. And I just love all the detail that went into it. And so I just went, okay, I want to like upgrade my own PC and start building my own PC. And so I think I fried my first PC, quite honestly. And
I like how you're like, I'd like to upgrade my own PC, and most people, when they think upgrade, I'll put like a new GPU in there, or maybe change an air cooler. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna build like a whole base around it, right? Which is a very different scale than how the rest of us think about it.
Yeah, so I subscribed to, I think, Maximum PC Magazine or something like that, and just read everything about what I could find about building your own PC, and then I started a YouTube channel, a 15-part series on a Biohazard build.
That's right, it was Biohazard. Yeah, that's right.
And then that was like a 2-year process, you know, just all the mistakes and stuff that I've made along the way, and it was a completely scratch-built project. And so from there, sponsors just started rolling in. First one was MN PC Tech, Bill Owen, obviously, and then Cooler Master, Thermaltake, and NVIDIA, and then here we are today. 15, 16 years later, still building these really cool PCs.
So let's talk about this PC. First and foremost, let's go ahead and just real quick, we're going to show you the parts, then we're going to get back to some amazing B-roll of this. But just to show you, believe it or not, this is a PC. And inside of this PC, we have an Intel Core Ultra 7. This is a 265K. Oh, Core Ultra 9, sorry. 285K. We have an MSI MPG Z890 Unify X, sorry. We have a GeForce RTX. It's a 4080 Super, right? In terms of what we have inside of this, we have G.Skill Z5. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, probably 6400 mega transfer right there. We've got a 2 terabyte NVMe drive. Obviously, the case is completely custom. You can't buy this at like your local NZXT or anything like that. For the cooler, we've got the Arctic Liquid Freezer 3, which is like one of those budget favorites for everybody. And then we have a 1000 watt MSI PSU inside of this right here. So that is what is in here. And believe it or not, there is a full system with, here in the back, I'm looking at the radiator and all that sort of stuff. There's actually slots for fans and air cooling. So whoever were to have a system like this, this would be a fully functioning PC that works just like anything could, right?
Yep, and actually the whole back just slides out if you need to service it.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. So you could actually service the entire PC if you wanted to. I wonder if we could twist it a little bit. Yeah, we can. Okay, here we go. So we'll twist it a little bit, and then we'll get you guys some back shots of this thing, so you guys can actually see. Like, check it out. Here we go. You can actually see the actual system itself. So you can actually see there's a full PC in here, and then actually airflow and all that sort of stuff. So the Core Ultra 9 285K, which one of the things that's great about that particular chip is, given how much easier it is to cool and stuff like this would be more than enough cooling for a system like this. And then again, you just plug in your GPU, your graphics right here, and you're essentially good to go. So this is a fully functioning, working PC. So why don't we real quick talk a little bit about what kind of inspiration did you have? Like when you thought about this and, Intel gives you a call and they're like, hey, Ron, we'd love to do a PC around this particular, IP. How do you go about coming up with something that is essentially this,
Yeah, so when Intel reached out to us about the project back in, I think it was like early fall, there was very little about the game at that time. And so I knew it was based on a samurai character, and I was really excited about that. I love the Japanese culture and just everything that goes on behind it. And I was like all over the possibility of building this project. And so we pitched some ideas back and forth to Intel, and they decided on a concept, and we went forth with that concept. So we finally got the approval, and about 30 days later, we finished up this build. So.
And just so you guys know, like, you're looking at this and you're looking at the system and everything he's kind of showing, like everything from even the helmet. The helmet was not something where he just like went to his local Wajimaya or his local samurai outfit center. No, actually what he did is this is all 3D printed, hand created, handmade.
Yep.
Everything from like the stitching and everything to make this entire PC feasible. So when you think about hours involved to build something like that, what are we thinking, 2? 3 hours?
Yeah.
5 hours? Yeah. Deb was like, "Hey, can you go knock it out over the night, and then we're gonna go catch some, like, go get some some good Ichiran ramen afterwards, or like."
Between mowing the lawn and The Simpsons, yeah. That's when it was created. Yeah, no. So Ubisoft sent us over some 3D models. They're actually really great models, but the thing about game models, they're not built for 3D printing. So. Even though they're great for scale and accuracy, we still had to send the model off to get 3D modeled. And my good buddy Nathan Silva, he 3D modeled the helmet from the Ubisoft files and then sent them back to us, and then we 3D printed everything. And then the base is all scratch built from reclaimed wood, and it's all the hand stitching, all this silk roping that we picked up in Japan. Yeah, it's just like, we just spent 3 weeks in Japan, so looking at all the architecture there, and came back with a lot of inspiration. And then we got the approval, I think, like a week after we got back from Japan. And I was like, okay, that gives me about 30 days to build this. The helmet's pretty much already done because I built that a few months prior. Right. So all I had to do was just build the base. And so, yeah, it was like 30 days, and here we are. And
so when you say reclaimed wood, does that just mean that you break into people's homes and take the wood right out of the furniture? You're like, This is now the wood that belongs to the Intel build. Like, I reclaim this in the name of Ron Christensen. Like what does that mean, reclaimed wood?
Crates that are left over outside of Home Depot.
That's very different than just going into somebody's house. I could just picture you like Elf, where like he turns his TV cabinet into like one of those like riding horses, but it's like, okay, now your beautiful entertainment center is now our beautiful build. And then, like I said, did you know you were going to Japan when Intel gave you this whole project, or was that like one of those things like, Intel, I should absolutely get sent to Japan so I can make sure I'm fully inspired and ready to talk about this awesome build?
I kind of wanted to pitch it that way, but no, it didn't happen that way. We already had our trip to Japan already planned, and with the delay of the game happening, everything just actually worked out perfectly. So being in Japan for 3 weeks, I was able to study some of the architecture there and just get a lot of inspiration. I noticed like a lot of the types of woods that they use there and the color of the staining and stuff seemed to all be like a unified color. And so we try to color match that as close as possible, and kind of stay true to the the Japanese architecture without being so overt, but yeah, it's like we really like how it turned out. So.
Guys, it's an absolutely amazing build, and here's a chance. Here's the deal, guys. Right now, you're taking a look at it. If you want to check this out, rumor is, and I think Intel can confirm here, but rumor is this will actually be on display at PDX Land. So if you're in the local Portland area, or you live in Melbourne and you want to fly to Portland to see this, but if you want to come see this this amazing system, we will have this, and I believe rumor is Chippy's going to be there too.
Chippy's going to be there as well.
Which Chippy we did debut here on Mod Workshop, and he got to hang out up here. For today, it's going to sit up here and up on the pedestal, and then it's going to start making its way down south back to Portland. And then I think you'll be at PDX Land, right?
Yeah,
I'll be at PDX Land. Intel will be at PDX Land. Everybody's going to PDX Land. So that's the rumor, except for Deb. Deb's not allowed. She's banned from PDX Land. Jasmine, you can go, but Deb can't go. Anyway, but yeah, it should be super cool, and you guys will get a chance to basically get to check that out. And then, have you played Assassin's Creed on the Assassin's Creed PC?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't played it yet.
So when we're at PDX land, I don't know until I feel like we need to play Assassin's Creed on the Assassin's Creed PC. I don't know if we can make that happen. That feels like a short in the making, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? All in all, like one thing that Ron and Deb did do is go through samurai training and Japan. So all in all, like they're going to be doing Fruit Ninja, real life Fruit Ninja demonstrations at PDX land. And you can buy fruit from me to throw at them as hard as you want. And then they have to defend themselves. So that's all going to be happening at PDX land.
Goodness.
And so, yeah. So Intel says they think they can make that happen. So we might actually have a short of playing some Assassin's Creed on the Assassin's Creed Shadow PC. And remember, guys, Assassin's Creed Shadow launches in just a few days. So there's going to be a real chance to get to check out the game. A lot of hype coming out about this. Very, very beautiful machine there. Ron, if people want to see more of your work, because I know for a fact, just watching your Instagram and stuff like that, and of course being your friend, I get a little peek behind things. There are some other crazy cool products. So if they want to, projects, not products, if they want to go and check you guys out or see some of your stuff, where do they go to go see that?
So Instagram is probably where we do most of our posting. Instagram is bluehorse.studios. Also on Facebook, Blue Horse Studios on Facebook. And then we do post a little bit on Twitter, but it's mostly Instagram. So yeah, that's pretty much where our largest portfolio is.
So anyway, go follow them. You're going to see some incredibly neat and awesome builds. Really, really excited to show this off. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a short intermission, get this appropriately and safely placed, so that way it can be here for the rest of the show, and then we will be back. And we're going to get everything set up for our live build with NZXT and the giveaway that'll be happening. So see you in about 5 to 6 minutes. just kidding. We're not gonna wait 9 minutes. We got it all done. There it is. Look at it. It's like it was made to fit here. You know what I mean? It looks super good. So there it is, the Assassin's Creed Shadows PC. Now we will actually get to play some Assassin's Creed Shadow on the Assassin's Creed Shadow PC later on. Pretty excited about that. But super good to see you there. Jasmine, can we hit the new messages on this screen over here? You got to go way over there. Here we go. We're going to see if she can click on this. It's the blue arrow because apparently I've got no chat. I'm gonna go and see chat. So it's always fun. We're going to see what happens. But anyway, guys, we're excited to be back. We have a really, really cool build that we're going to be doing today. It's going to be a lot of fun, and just excited to. This is sorry, I'm just laughing at Jasmine, who's trying very hard to get this thing to go over. It's all the way over. This is like, she's like, this is super embarrassing. Okay, you're good. You were close. Okay, there you go. Down, 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 down. Everybody say down together. Down, down, down. There you go. There you go. Oh, boom! There it is. Okay, we got it. Okay, so now we can see chat. But everywhere, guys, super excited to actually be here. And huge shout out to NZXT for helping sponsor today's stream with a bunch of parts. They sent us a nice care package, which is super cool. So anybody from NZXT here, thank you very much for joining us. Guys, we're going to be building a really great, like mid-range PC for all white, which everybody really, really loves. And it was funny because Sarah, who, if you guys don't know, is the person behind the team over at Intel, who's on the Intel chat, she even chose the color of the custom cables that we're putting inside of this from Asiahorse. So it's going to be blue. But let's talk about the parts we're putting inside of the build today that we're going to be building today for this. And again, we are going to be giving away this PC on stream. A couple things about it. First and foremost, you must be United States. I think you have to be in the US, over the age of 18. And then all the rules are over at the Discord, over at discord.gg/Intel if you have any other additional questions, if you want to get kind of ready for that. And then, of course, Blondie and those guys are putting the T's and C's and stuff like that in chat right now. But let's take a look over the parts lists right now, and we'll go through the parts of the system we are building today. So we're going to be building an Intel Core Ultra 7 265K. Love this CPU, you know, with all of the fixes and stuff like that. Even super interesting thing that we're going to tell you about here in a minute. For creators, if you're a streamer and stuff like that, something you may not know about the 265K, but great CPU. We're going to be putting that inside of the Gigabyte Z890 Gaming X motherboard. We're using the Gigabyte AERO. This is their white RTX 4070 Super. We have a 2 terabyte Samsung 970 EVO NVMe drive. We got 32 gigs of G.Skill Trident Z5 RGB RAM. We have the NZXT H7 Flow in white. We have the NZXT Kraken Elite 360 RGB V2. This is that one with that massive brand new screen on it. You can see it from the moon just about. It's actually so cool how big it is. And then we have the NZXT C1200. It's actually ended up being the C1200, not the C1000 gold in black for the PSU. So a lot of NZXT parts here, and really, really excited about this particular build that we're going to be building in here. Now, one thing, guys, it's funny enough, we're in the middle of doing a video on this, but something that you guys may not know, and we did talk about this at the AERO Lake launch, is that if you use the MPU on the 265K or the 285K, for offloading your render work. So instead of using your GPU, we've actually seen anywhere between 20 and a 30 frame difference in terms of some games. Marvel Rivals, we saw actually 22 frames better at 1440p when using the MPU for our rendering versus using the GPU. So one of the things that's really exciting, especially with these new on-chip AI accelerators like the NPU, like the neural processing unit, you can actually start to see returns as you can start offloading tasks instead of using it to the GPU. Because a lot of times when you're doing streaming, you'll actually see a pretty significant hit to the GPU. And one of the things that's interesting about the Core Ultra 7 is that it's the only desktop processor that actually has an MPU on board right now. So pretty cool, like, series of tests. We have a video coming out on that we're doing in partnership with Intel and CyberPower that'll be out later this month. But I just thought that was a cool thing, given that this is a great kind of PC if people was looking at as streaming, as a content creator or whatever it was, as a potential option there. So there you go. Okay, so there's our CPU. For a motherboard, obviously we're going to be using Z890. This is the Gaming X Wi-Fi 7. Always makes me happy because, you know, with the Gaming X, especially with Wi-Fi 7, which is something we have here in the studio right now, believe it or not, downloading games and stuff over Wi-Fi, game changer. You know what I mean? It's like we have a number of the Lunar Lake laptops here in the studio, and we've been using Wi-Fi 7 to work with those, and it's been really, really cool using Wi-Fi 7 and just how fast it is, which is actually pretty cool. So, okay, so let's go and open this up and go from there, and then we'll go from there as well. Okay, so there we go. Let's get this stuff out of the way, just get it prepped for... That's actually a really hefty, and the cool thing is that it's been a long time since I've got to do like an all white build, so I'm actually pretty excited about doing an all white build. So thank you very much to NZXT and obviously Intel for allowing us to